Hi guys. All right, here is our foundations lesson for today, our introduction to our new vowel teams. Having some technical difficulties with internet and devices over here today. So if you did not get a chance to see this on Monday, you can definitely make it part of Tuesday's lesson, and I apologize. So we have 3 new vowel teams that we're going to introduce. You know them because we use them on our vowel teams poster, but we are going to officially put them into use. So let's go ahead and go over our large sound cards. We're going to introduce the keywords. We're going to build some words, and that's it. Short and sweet today. We're actually breaking up our 30 minutes of foundation or 35 minutes of foundations that would happen in one day. We're going to break those lessons up throughout the week, so it's not so much all at once for you and I. All right, so let's do it. Here we go. Our first one is E-E, Jeep, E. Your turn. E-Y, key, E. E-A, eat, E. Okay, let's do those again. One more time. Echo, E-A, eat, E. E-E, Jeep, E. E-Y, key, E. So these are 3 more ways to make the long E sound. If you remember, we can make the long E sound with E by itself, like in me. We can make the long E sound with E-E, like in Pete, vowel consonant E, right? And now we can make the long E sound with E-A, E-E, and E-Y. Okay. Sorry, there's kind of a glare. No, that's not going to work. So let's see. Maybe if I move it over a little bit that way, it's not so bad. Try to figure it out. All right, so let's build our keyword. So our first keyword was eat, E-A-T. Then we had Jeep, and we have key. All right, so we can use EA in the beginning of a word. We can also use EA in the middle of a word, which you're going to see in some of the words that we build. We can use EE in the middle of a word. Once in a while, you'll find it in the beginning of a word, but typically it's only going to be in the middle or the end of a word. And EY is only going to be found at the end of a word, just like AY. Whenever a sound has a Y with it, like AY or EY, you are going to see that at the end of the word. You're not going to see it in the beginning, you're not going to see it at the end. All right. So let's talk about how we would mark these words. All right, so let's write our word Jeep here again. Nice and big, J-E-E-P. Okay, so we have 1 syllable because there is 1 vowel sound. Yes, there's 2 vowels, but there's 1 vowel sound. It's a long E sound. So we're going to go ahead and give it 1 scoop for 1 syllable. We are going to put a D down here for a double vowel. That's what the D stands for. And then all we're going to do is circle our vowel team. Right? And we would do that with EA, EE, and EY. Right? So let's see what kind of words we can come up with that have the long E sound in it with EA, EE, and EY. All right? So one word I'm thinking of is this word. Okay, elbows up and let's tap it. T-E-ch, teach. Right? So if I were to take the T off of teach, what word do we have? Each. If I were to add an R, okay, what word do we have? Okay, reach. If I were to change that R to a B, what word do we have? Beach. Excellent. If I were to take off my CH and put a T, what word would we have? Beat. Okay. How about I change my B to an M, right? What's our word? Meat. Excellent. And if I change my T to an L, what's our word? Meal. All right, let's try it with EE. Okay, so we'll start with our keyword again, Jeep. Okay, let's say I change the J to a K. What's our word? Keep. All right, let's say I change my P to an N. What's my word? Keen. Okay. How about I change my K to an S. What's my word? Seen. And change my N to a P. What's my word? Seep. What if I were to put a blend here? Sleep. And change this to a T. Steep. And change this P to an L. Steel. Excellent. All right, and let's try our EY. So our base or our keyword was key. So there's actually not a whole lot of words that have EY at the end. If you think about it, you can try and come up with tons of rhyming words, and maybe you would come up with a word like bee, or this kind of bee, or me, or see, or tea, or we, right? But you're not going to find a whole lot of them that are going to have an EY at the end, which actually makes it easier for us, because if you hear a long E sound at the end of a word, you know it's most likely going to be an open syllable like be, me, and we, or it's going to be our EE or our EA. I'm very rarely going to see an EY at the end of a word, unless it's a suffix, but by itself as a vowel team, you're not going to see it very often, except in perhaps key and a couple other words. All right, so if you have some time and if you'd like to do some more work with our sounds, go ahead and practice just like we did. Give yourself a word to start with, change one or two letters, beginning letter, end letter, and just see how many different words you can create. You're going to notice that a lot of these are going to be words that sound exactly the same, but they're spelt different ways, right? Like B and B, like C and C. Right? We had beat before, so you have beat like a drum beat, and then you also have beat like the vegetable, and then you have words like meat that you eat, and meet as in meet someone. So you're going to notice a lot of those kind of words with our long E sound. All right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow for, I think it's trick words. Bye.